Hey everybody, it's your girl Lady Couture, the voice of all media diva, and I'm just here to report the damn news. My IG, TikTok, Venmo, Cash App is all up here on the screen. Um, this is crazy today. So let's get into it. So, according to AP News, there were two West Virginia National Guard members who were deployed to the nation's capital. They were pew-pewed on today. It was around about, I believe it said about 2:30 today. They were just blocks away from the White House. Now, FBI Director Kash Patel and Washington's Mayor Bowser said that the Guard members were hospitalized and are in critical condition. Now, a little bit ago, they had said that it was news sources that were saying that the two National Guard men were basically unalived, and that was incorrect information. So they had to update their headlines. So as of right now, as far as I know, and as where I'm getting my information from, it is stating that they are in critical condition. So please send your prayers and everything that they make it through. Because it was actually came from the West Virginia governor that said the troops had passed away, but that was incorrect information. Now there is a suspect who was in custody that was also shot and had wounds that they were not believed to be life threatening, according to the law enforcement official. Now, from what I have been seeing from other news sources, that the suspect who they have in custody is not cooperating. Now, that may change over time, but that's what I got from one of the news sources, and I believe it was from CNN. Um, Now, Governor Patrick Morrisey said, quote, "We are in ongoing contact with federal officials as the investigation continues." Now, law enforcement have been reviewing surveillance video from the scene and believe the suspect approached the soldiers and pulled out a gun. Now, that is coming from another law enforcement official who was not authorized to discuss the matter publicly but spoke to AP on the condition. Um, Let's see. Now, at least one of the soldiers exchanged gunfire with the shooter, from what the official has said. Now, investigators were trying to determine the gunman's motive, including whether the suspect was targeting the troops for any specific reason. Now, the shooting happened roughly 2 blocks northwest of the White House. Social media video shared in the immediate aftermath showed first responders attempting CPR on one of the soldiers and treating the other on a glass covered sidewalk. Other officers could be seen steps away, restraining an individual on the ground. Stacy Walters had said she was in a car that was near the scene when she heard 2 gunshots and saw people running. Almost instantly, law enforcement swarmed the area. To get in to basically take down the suspect. Now, emergency medical responders transported all 3 people, that's including the shooter, to the hospital, according to Vito Magillo, the public information officer for the DC Fire and Emergency Services. Now, the presence of the National Guard in the nation's capital has been a flashpoint issue for months. Yes, a lot of people have been talking about it. Well, I've been talking about it, about how this is like, why do you need the National Guard? Now, I'm going to keep it a buck, and you all can talk about it in the comments if you like. But when this first came about and came across the screen, I said something is fishy, something fishy is going on, and now I knew this was going to happen. I knew something like this was going to happen, to where somebody, whoever it is going to get fed up, or they're going to get somebody to get it set up to bring harm to them so they can call martial law, because they're not getting the black people outside. So they're going to try to find a way to call martial law. And mind you, the Epstein files, it's only 20 some days they got to release. So you know they're going to try to do every trick of the trade to stop that from coming out or to distract people. So we'll definitely see. As of right now, police tape have cornered off the scene where fire and police vehicle lights are flashing and helicopter blades are overhead. Agents from the Secret Service and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives were on the scene as National Guard troops stood nearby. And at least one helicopter landed on the National Mall. Now, President Kankles, who was in Florida for Thanksgiving, warned in a statement on social media that the, quote, animal who shot the guardsman will pay a very steep price. God bless our great National Guard and all of our military and law enforcement. These are truly great people. That's what Kankles wrote on Truth Social. In Fort Campbell, Kentucky is where eyeliner Maybelline is, Couchman. He says everybody who's a person of faith to pray for the two guardsmen. He cautioned that much remain unknown, including the motive of the shooter. Let me tell you something. This is a setup. This is a definite setup. I can't prove it, but I have a feeling. It may not be, but I'll tell you a joke, but I ain't gonna tell you no lie. So the story is still developing. Once more stuff comes out, I will definitely pull it out on here on my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, I thank you. Make sure you spread the word. I give real news here. Okay, I give the breakdown. I just don't pull headlines. I go into it and I break it down. It's your girl, Lady Couture, the voice of all media diva, and I'm just here to report the damn news. Y'all be safe.